I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. Relegation's never nice. Relegation's never nice in football. But the circumstances of this one, it just feels like I'm having my heart pulled out. Bloody Barnsley, who were bottom of the league just on Saturday. Saturday just gone, they were bottom of the league, 5 points clear. They beat Forest, as you probably would have expected, because Forest are bottle jobs. And they bottled playoffs as well, which was an even bigger surprise, because Championship's full of twists and turns. Championship never fails to disappoint. And then Barnsley go to Brentford. Last game at Griffin Park. They go 1-0 up. Fulham go 1-0 down to Wigan. Charlton go 2-0 down to Leeds at half time. Fulham and Brentford both score. We go 4-0 down to the champions, as you'd expect, because Leeds are just unreal. Wigan don't do enough. They draw to Fulham. Sadly, they go down, along with Hull City. And in the 91st minute of the game, lapse in concentration from Brentford, and Barnsley score. Against all the odds, Barnsley have stayed up. And we've gone down. I'm speechless. Absolute speechless. I don't know what to say, to be totally honest. I don't know. As I said, man, I said this a couple of weeks ago in one of my match reviews. I said, if we was to go down right now, we just have to hold our hands up and just say fair enough. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. We deserve it. What we got tonight was exactly what we deserved. I don't care if we would have stayed up with Barnsley getting there. Barnsley get their last minute equaliser and they win it. Because realistically, it should have been a lot further distance than what it should have been. We should not have finished 1 point behind Barnsley. We should have finished bloody 10. We got what we deserved. And there's so many factors as to why. There's so many reasons why we've gone down. So many. We have an unbelievable start. We're in dreamland. In October, we're bloody 10th. Who'd have predicted that? And then the injury crisis comes. 14 players, 14 senior players injured at the same time. Would only happen to us. How does that happen? We undergo 6 turbulent months with Roland de Châtelet. And I even said this before, like de Châtelet under de Châtelet's ownership, he hadn't done much wrong in those last year and a half because he didn't do anything. But him not doing anything actually meant he wasn't doing much wrong. He sells the club in November to East Street Investments. And even me and my dad were saying, we even said, there's something fishy going on. Something don't feel right. And just when we think that we were finally free of poor ownerships, we go and end off even worse than where we were before. Even worse from where we were. It would only happen at Charlton. It would only happen here. And these new people come in and they think that they can come to this club and do whatever the fuck they want. Apologies for me language. They can do whatever they want. They come to this club for £1 without providing the funding, without passing the owners and directors test. We go under a transfer embargo. We sign David Davis, Matt Smith, Aidan McGeady, Andre Green. We signed these players when we badly needed more than that. A lot more than that. We go under a transfer embargo. Taylor, Solly, they walk away from the club. They refuse to play. Bowyer, Jackson and Gallen. I have nothing but praise and respect for them. In all the time they've been at this club, they've worked in impossible conditions. Conditions that in the EFL should never be a thing. Yet I've got nothing but praise and admiration for them because they've done nothing but stood by this club. And they're dealt with shit after bullshit every single year. And then this happens. And I'm not surprised. I really am not surprised at all. I even said before lockdown, I don't have any sort of confidence in this club staying in this league. And we got what we deserved tonight. And we got Crystal Palace and Millwall fans being muggy and laughing in our faces. And to be honest, rightly so. Rightly so. Because our club is a fucking circus. It is a disaster. We were destined from relegation right from the start of this season. Right from the start. When we couldn't field 6 subs on the bench against Blackburn, we were destined for it. We defied the odds with an unbelievable start. And with a 25-man squad, you could see a relegation, you could see an injury crisis happening. That's exactly what happened. Injury crisis. De Châtelet sells the club. We think we're in dreamland. We've got new owners. And they're even worse. They've not passed the owners and directors test. They haven't provided the funding. They put us under a transfer embargo. Coronavirus happens. Our players walk away from us. Our star man Lyle Taylor. You've got blood on your hands. Taylor's got to take as much responsibility than anyone else. We naturally would turn to that man. And he ditched us for a Premier League move. Everything that could have went wrong this season went wrong. Everything that could possibly have gone wrong has went wrong. And we're left with so much uncertainty with this football club now. We're down to League One and we deserve it. We deserve it. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I was thinking about turning the comments off in this video, but you know what? I'll just leave it on because frankly, I'll leave them on. Say whatever you want because quite frankly, we deserve it. This club deserves this relegation. We do. We deserve it. We're going to be paying our good old friends Sunderland a visit next season. We're going to be playing Portsmouth, Ipswich. I actually look forward to those games. That's our club for you. That is Charlton Athletic Football Club in a fucking nutshell. But this relegation is worse than the one in 2016. These pricks, they're not even people at the top of this club. I don't even know what to call them. I don't know what to call them. I don't know what I can say about them. I really don't. Their deal hasn't even been completed yet. Paul Elliott walking around the Valley offices like he's our owner. You haven't even completed a deal with Tanu Nima. Nima is still a director. So is Florica. So is Mihail. So is Matt Southall. They're all still knocking around. Your deal has not been completed. ESI has spread nothing but lies since they've come to this club, and they have put us in our grave. Because this is the end of Charlton Athletic Football Club. This is the end. Our club is going to die. I'm going to lose my football club. I've accepted it. I'm going to lose my club. Charlton are going to die. Lee Bowyer dealt with absolutely impossible. He had impossible tasks. He had no funding. Our owner tried to sack him at the start of this season. He has been nothing but a shining light. He's been the only positive thing that's come out of this club since Chris Powell. And he's going to leave to Birmingham City. He's all but confirmed he's leaving. And that hurts even more than this relegation. And I can do nothing but clap him off. All us Charlton fans can do nothing but clap him off. He's going to Birmingham. And I can't blame him at all. I cannot blame the man. He's been dealt nothing but shit since he's been here. And honestly, Bose, just leave. Just leave. Because you deserve so much better than this football club right now. You deserve so much better. And I trust that you will get better. I wish you all the best at Birmingham City. I hope you take that club to the next level. I really do. Just leave. Just go. This club was a disaster waiting to happen. And now we've gone down. It says a lot with the three clubs that have gone down to League One: Hull, Wigan and Charlton. All three of them under dire ownership situations. All three of them. Our club under so much uncertainty. We don't even know who's our owner right now. Administration beckons for this club. And I'm just sitting here hoping and praying that Peter Varney and Andrew Barkley, they come in and they swoop in a deal. They say they're still interested. These are the men that's going to save us. And if they can't do it, if they don't get the ownership in, if they don't strike a deal, if they can't strike a deal, and the EFL approves ESI's takeover, which if they do, club's done for. This club's going to die. I hate putting this way. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. But there are some other cases in the Championship that could relate to points deductions. Sheffield Wednesday being one of them. And I hate saying it like this, but if they do receive a points deduction, then by some absolute miracle, this travesty of a football club will survive. And we don't deserve it. I feel so bad for Wigan. They finished 13th. And they're going down. Like, they don't deserve that. Charlton deserve to be 23rd, maybe even 24th. We got what we deserved tonight. We won't be bouncing back at the first time of asking. There's so many things that are unknown of this club. We don't know who's our owner. We don't know if this transfer embargo is going to be uplifted. We can't even give our new the players that are out of contracts. We can't do it. So that sees Adam Matthews, Naby Sarr, Johnny Williams all leave the club. And that won't be it either. Dylan Phillips, he'll be gone. We'll never see Josh Cullen in a Charlton shirt again. Like, seriously, like, this club is finished. Our football club is in the grave. And it's these bastards at the top that are to blame. ESI to blame, the injury crisis, the transfer embargo, Lyle Taylor and Chris Solly walking away, the shit transfer windows where we've ended up bringing in League One standard players because we have no money. Bowyer was given no money. The miracles they did over the last 2 seasons have now been worth for nothing because Bowyer's going, and with the embargo that we're under and the uncertainty of this club, we're not pulling off any sort of miracle next season. I don't even think we're going to finish in the top half of the table. We've gone down, we deserve it, we're back to League One football, we're playing Crewe away, we're playing Northampton away. Bowyer's leaving, and this club is going to die. Unless the EFL can do something about this takeover. And they need to sort themselves out, get their heads out their arses and do it now. Because you've got another berry on your hands here, and that's Charlton Athletic. This isn't some little Welling United or Dulwich Hamlet, no disrespect to those clubs. This is big Charlton Athletic Football Club here. We're a massive club that don't belong in League One. The size of our club, that is. The football inside, mate, we deserve to be National League. It's a joke. Our club's a circus. As I said, Palace and Millwall having the time of their lives right now, and rightly so. Rightly so. Because we deserve it. This club was destined for relegation from the very start. When De Châtelet tried to sack Bowyer back in July, we were destined for it back then. And now it's happened. And the only way we're going to be saved is if Sheffield Wednesday get that points deduction, and God forbid they get it, because they don't deserve to go down. It's already happened to a club that doesn't deserve it in Wigan. We don't deserve to be in this league. And maybe League One is the fresh start that we need. Maybe we need that rebuild. We do need that rebuild because we need new fucking owners. We need new owners. We need people to come in and actually care. The likes of Varney and Barkley. These people need to come in and save this club. And they want to. They want to. EFL don't approve the ESI takeover. De Châtelet, speak to Varney and Barkley. These men want to save this club. And these people at the top who should never have been allowed to walk into English football in the first place are walking around the place like they're our owners. They're not our owners. These people aren't people. They're monsters. They're a disgrace. And how this continuously is allowed to happen to EFL clubs is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. All three of the League One team, all three of the Championship teams that have gone down are under shit owners, with their future being unknown, especially Wigan and us. There is nothing positive I can say right now about this club. There is absolutely nothing positive. I can't be positive anymore. I cannot do it. I simply cannot do it. Charlton Athletic have been relegated to League One. We won't be going straight back up. Bowyer's leaving. Half of our team's leaving. We're under an embargo, so we can't even sign any new players. And the transfer window opens. Well, as a matter of fact, the transfer window has now opened for League One clubs because we're League One now. We can't sign anyone. We can't retain anyone. Our managers are going to leave, and I can't blame him for it. We've got shit owners at the top who don't give a fuck about us. Administration looms and our club's going to die. This is the end. I'm not going to have a football team to support anymore. We're gone. That's it. We're done. It's over. That's all I've got to say, really. That's it. That's all I have to say.